course, all those antics against TP Mazembe.
No, it's good to be back home, but I think for me what is important is that our team is through to the next stage, which is this group stages, and it's been long since we last had a team here. It's been 7 years now, and also there's also a twist in that if our team doesn't appear in those group stages, it decreases the number of points. The points, South Africa now is ranked, I think, 17th. In the Champions League and also in the CAF Confederations Cup, in fact in CAF when it comes to club championships. So that means that we can only enter one team, while other countries in the top 12 can enter two teams in the Champions League and also two teams in the CAF Confed. So you can only get points when you proceed to the group stages.
All right, so Orlando Pirates is doing the whole of South African football giving them a major advantage by going through to the group stages.
Without a doubt, they were the last team to proceed to the group stages back in 2006, losing in the semi-final to CS Sfaxi and back at that time. Ever since then, no other team has gone through that. So I was also hoping that SuperSport United would also proceed to the CAF Confed group stages. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So we're looking forward to that. That's why any team that wins this year should enter next year and make sure that they also do well and follow in the footsteps of Orlando Pirates.
All right, so on the screen at the moment, we're seeing the different CAF Champions League groups. Now, if there ever was a group of death, Group A is it in this year's CAF Champions League. You've got the 5 times winners from Egypt, Zamalek. You've got Al Ahly, who are the holders, 7 times champions, Super Cup winners. And then you've got Leopards, who are CAF Confed champions. Man, what a draw Pirates have got.
It doesn't get bigger than this. 7-time champions, as you said, on Al Ahly. And you'll recall that last year they were crowned champions, even at a time when their league was dysfunctional. But they went all the way in this continental championship. So it becomes a very tough group indeed. But also, for me, this is not the first time Al Ahly and Zamalek were in the same group. Even last year they were in the same group together with TP Mazembe, and Zamalek ended last. And if you look at Zamalek this year, they had to score a goal 2 minutes from full time against St. George from Ethiopia to make it to the stage. Also, if you look at AC Leopards, a tough team, yes. It's their first appearance in the CAF Champions League, but also at the same time they've won. In fact, they've lost all their away games. So what is important for Orlando Pirates is to win games at home, something they've mastered so far in this cup competition. And if you look at the fixtures as well, Velile, it's jam-packed. Orlando Pirates from the 20th of July until September, they'll be playing almost every 2 weeks. In fact, the last games, the 5th and the 6th game, I think it's in 2 consecutive weeks. So it makes it very difficult. It means that also their season here at home, fortunately, the fixtures are out now. So even the PSL will be able to prepare for them in terms of fixturing them, because also the league will be kicking off here at home.
You mentioned those fixtures, and Pirates' first fixture is going to be against that DRC side, Leopards, but at home. That may be a very good way for Pirates to actually start their challenge in Group A.
Yeah, this one, this team, AC Leopards, they're from Dolci in Congo, Brazzaville. So I think for Orlando Pirates, they have to do it the same way they did it against the team from Comoros, Jalba, to make sure that they get a win from the first game, because 3 points in the first game, it sets the tone for the whole tournament. What is important here, make sure that you are first or second and proceed to the semi-finals. It means a lot for our country.
Al Ahly and Zamalek have already been tipped by FIFA.com to be the 2 teams to actually progress from Group A. Do you think the underdog tag may actually work in Pirates' favor?
I think sometimes we focus too much on the past and look at teams and look at their names and not focus on what is happening at the present moment. The Egyptian football is not strong as it was stronger before. Games are played behind closed doors due to the violence we've seen there in recent years. And also the same thing, I said that these 2 teams, they were in the same group last year, and Zamalek finished last, and they even struggled to qualify for the group stages that we're in now. And also bear in mind that Orlando Pirates, they will also be having players back from injury, the likes of Andile Jali, Siyabonga Sangweni, Roy Mahamudza is back. He was not registered for this stage. They also get an opportunity to register 5 more players who were not registered for the previous rounds, including some of the new players. And I'm told one of them could be a striker currently, the tallest striker in the PSL.
Sure, okay, so big things still to come for Orlando Pirates. They're in the... Do you want to tell us who that striker is going to be? What are the rumours?
He plays for one of the universities.
For Tuks?
Okay.
Okay, all right. So, Orlando Pirates may be unveiling a brand new striker. That's the word from Velile Mbuli, who is SABC sports journalist, as we chat all about the CAF Champions League and Orlando Pirates' challenge that they're going to mount against some of the top teams from the continent. That's how we come to the end of our sport here on Morning Live.